Good morning, Pete. Well, it is a bit of a surprise. I mean, how it ended. You're right. He started out very, very strong. He was considered a viable alternative to Donald Trump. But, at the end of the day, his campaign turned out to be a classic example of what not to do. These people burned through 60 to 70, $80 million. They couldn't win one county of 99 in Iowa, couldn't get the message through. And his campaign was a bit of a shambles. So, it was bad, went bad there. And of course, he's not user friendly. Didn't want to answer questions. He didn't want to do certain things. And he was a little bit of stiff in public, though he had all the right credentials. He was a governor. He was at war with the woke people and the critical race theory. He had everything going for him. And at the end of the day, the Republican Party, that is the registered members of the Republican Party, have decided why have Trump light when you're going to have the real deal. So, and he said in his speech this morning, or his concession, that they want to give Donald Trump another chance, and he can't buck that kind of sentiment. So, former President Trump is going into the New Hampshire primary with about a 16% lead. And let's face it, Governor DeSantis went to Harvard. He could see the writing on the wall.
Yeah, and now he'll be, he'll be making a play for 2028, no doubt, and he's already done so by getting behind Trump. Nikki Haley, how long can she survive now? It's basically a two-horse race.
Well, how long can you hold your breath underwater, Pete? She's got just a little bit of life left to her right now. She's going to get wiped in New Hampshire. She lost it in Iowa, and she's going to be swamped on Super Tuesday in South Carolina. Look, she gave it a run. She was kind of the old-fashioned Republican, the kind of person who wanders away from the barbecue pit, decides to run for the president one day, or the prime minister in this case, in the case of Australia. She just she didn't have the backing behind her, because she can't really attack Trump and get ahead. If she attacks him any more than she did, the Republican supporters for Trump won't do anything for her. And Pete, Americans are a sucker for the Rocky movie franchise. This is Donald Trump 3. They're looking for the drama here, and they this can't pass this guy up. And of course, Ron DeSantis had a great shot at it and blew it, and Governor Haley, Ambassador Haley, she gave it a good run, but she went nowhere with it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the Republican voter just wants Donald Trump, wants to give him a second chance.
Yeah, so it's a formality now? Is it basically a formality?
Oh yeah, it's a formality right now. She's losing bad. And the other thing too is that I've been reading what's going on in Davos between the rich and beautiful are there right now, and all the smart money, Pete, is on Donald Trump, and they all know that they're going to make money from this guy when he gets back in office, because he's awfully good for business and the economy and the American people. And the American people, I think, want to give him one more roll of the dice.
Right. So is it? I mean, the donors, they dried up on DeSantis. Is it because he was just a low energy candidate? They couldn't get behind him. Perhaps didn't have the charisma that others had.
Well, he wouldn't be the first Formula car you invested in that didn't make it beyond lap 3. They thought he was a hot ticket, and he had about 3 major donors behind him, ponying up about $60 to $80 million. And he had all kinds of glitches with his campaign, et cetera. And you can see, he went to 99 counties in Iowa, and he lost every one of them to Donald Trump, who only showed up in Iowa from time to time. So, the results are there. If you can't hit the ball out of the park, you don't get to play. And They didn't want to waste any more money on him. Though I must say, the Governor Haley has had $70 million she has spent. Look at these numbers: 70 million, 80 million, just in the first couple primaries. I mean, Australians must wonder how much it costs to be the leader of the free world. The answer is a lot.
Yeah, sure.